Uganda Revenue Authority has celebrated its 5th Taxpayers Appreciation Day today, marking 18 years of existence and collecting of revenue to fund government programs. At 18 years, Uganda tax to GDP ratio has more than doubled to 13% as at last financial year from 6% at the time of inception in 1991. The institution has undergone many reforms over the years to become a benchmark of revenue services on the African continent. Several initiatives have been undertaken to improve collections, including the introduction of VAT in the 1990s. Since the restructuring in 2004, URA has been performing above its targets, except for the last financial year when the effects of the global economic downturn had a bearing on the revenue performance as well. This year, the bar has been raised for the URA to collect over 4.4 billion Uganda shillings, and we are confident we will achieve this with the support of our taxpayers. Let's share the revenue collection journey through the years. The Uganda Revenue Authority has a ladies' club that frequently engages in social community programs in the communities where URA operates. On 17th May 2009, the Ladies Club donated assorted food items to children in the cancer ward at Mulago Cancer Institute. Many of these children cannot afford a sustained decent meal for the long duration they are required to stay at the institute as they receive treatment. Other initiatives the Ladies Club has engaged in include the donation of sanitary towels to keep a girl child decently in school in Wakiso district, and payment of a year's school fees to rehabilitated prostitutes under the Rema Ministries. In August 2009, URA responded to the plight of hunger victims in Teso region by donating maize meal, beans, and salt to 500 households in Kaberamaido district and treated maize seeds to over 5,000 households in Kumi district. The campaign to end hunger in Teso by URA was able to reach over 1,000 households through foodstuffs, clothing, and washing detergent. The food items were purchased using cash donations of 13.5 million shillings from URA staff as part of their contribution to the annual URA Thanksgiving breakfast. URA partnered with the Uganda Red Cross Society, whose partnership ensured a smooth flow of events in the two districts. Between December 2008 and November 2009, URA partnered with the Rotary Club of Kampala South to donate quality wheelchairs for the disabled persons countrywide. Beneficiaries included persons of all ages who did not have wheelchairs or those whose wheelchairs were uncomfortable and not of sound quality. URA advocates for a sustainable environment in our communities and clean environments, specifically through the planting of trees as part of its corporate social responsibility. This is one of our key activities to conserve the environment. The URA Commissioner General, Mrs. Allen Kagina, continuously plants trees during her visits to URA upcountry stations as a follow-up on staff interventions to plant trees in the communities where they operate. To date, she has planted trees in several URA stations, including the Malaba one-stop border place, where she invited her colleague from Kenya, the Kenya Commissioner General, to plant a tree with her. Early this year, 2009, a fire gutted the Owino Parkyard Market, destroying traders' merchandise. The majority of these traders were women. URA, under its corporate social responsibility program, identified with the traders at the time of their loss and made a cash donation of 5 million shillings towards helping them re-establish their businesses. The Commissioner General, Mrs. Allen Kagina, and a team of URA staff from Kampala Central District Domestic Taxes Office visited the parkyard to make the cash donation and to identify with the traders personally. This is George Mukisa. George is 3 years old. George was mutilated in the course of a year in which child sacrifice escalated in our city. URA is not only about tax collection and administration. URA condemned the actions and additionally came to the aid of George in his hour of need. URA staff individually donated funds from their savings as medical expenses towards George's treatment. Additionally, URA donated food items to Miss Justine Nalumansi, mother to triplets. Justine had been abandoned by her husband after delivery of the babies. URA provided mosquito nets, baby protein meal, rice, soap, sugar, and several household utensils to help the mom and the babies. In June 2009, the URA launched the Integrated Tax Administration Services Code, named eTax, and this is operating on a pilot basis at the Kampala East Tax District, Nakawa House. This is online e-services, and approximately 700 taxpayers are eligible to start filing their returns online. The eTax services have improved efficiency and service delivery, and currently have been able to cover 500 companies and 200 individual taxpayers. On 3rd August 2009, URA launched the Medium Taxpayers Office, a newly created taxpayer segment at a breakfast function in the Renzori Ballroom, Kampala Sheraton Hotel. The guest of honor at the launch was Dr. William Kalema. The breakfast was well attended by nearly 200 taxpayers. The creation of a new segment of taxpayers is envisioned to bring efficiency, tailor-made services, and quality service delivery. In a bid to meet one of its corporate goals of maximizing tax compliance, URA organized the National Schools Speech Championship that commenced early this year for secondary schools. The championship, held in 10 districts, attracted 300 secondary schools, and competitions were conducted at the school, district, and national levels. Participants were required to develop and make speeches on selected tax topics, and they competed for the prize of 1 year's school fees, laptops, iPods, and several scholastic materials. The finals were held in June 2009. The winners were Priscilla Nyacho from Old Kampala High School for the A-level category and Sophia Kichu from the Aga Khan High School for the O-level category. URA engages members of public in public debates and open forums, and these are meaningful interactions with our clients on specific topics relevant to building our nation. On 15th July 2009, URA held its 5th Open Minds Forum on the theme Leadership and Nation Building at the Imperial Royal Hotel, Kampala. The guest speaker was the renowned Professor Stephen Adey, a Ghanaian guru on leadership. Other key discussants were Professor Mahmoud Mamdani, an expert on African history, politics, and international relations, and Honorable Eria Kategaya, the first Deputy Prime Minister for Uganda and Minister for the East African Community Affairs. The forum, that was chaired by Mr. Robert Kapshenga, the CEO of Vision Group, attracted over 1,000 participants from the general public. As is the usual culture, URA held its annual Thanksgiving breakfast, this time on home ground, Nakawa headquarters, on 5th September 2009. The celebrations marked the conclusion of the URA staff initiative of giving back to society by donating relief items to hunger victims in the Teso sub-region a week earlier. Unlike previous breakfasts, the cash contributions of 13.5 million shillings made by staff was not spent on a sumptuous meal at a luxurious hotel, but was spent on purchasing the relief items for hunger victims. Staff then attended the breakfast that was joyously shared. Staff was inspired through praise, worship, and a powerful inspiration message delivered by Pastor Muima. The high-flying URA Football Club had a successful 2008-2009 season and won a number of trophies that included the Uganda Super League, the inaugural East African Revenue Authorities Cup, Super Cup 2009, Eid Cup, and a plug for the Team of June 2009 from the Uganda Sports Press Association. The club has done URA proud the entire season. In August 2009, 10 members of parliament from the East African Legislative Assembly visited URA on a study tour of URA's border points. They visited Mutukula, Katuna, Malaba, Busia Customs border points, and Kampala Customs Business Center to familiarize themselves with the customs operations. They were taken through the processes and operations by the Acting Commissioner General Peter Malinga, and they indeed appreciated the professionalism displayed. In August 2009, the World Bank President Robert Zoellick visited Malabar Customs Border Post to assess the progress on refurbishment works at the one-stop border center. In attendance were Honorable Saida Bumba, the Minister for Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Honorable John Nasasira, Minister for Transport, Works and Telecommunications, Honorable Hope Mwesije, Minister of State for Agriculture, Ms. Nam Wamboi, Commissioner Customs Kenya, and Mr. Peter Malinga, Commissioner Customs Uganda. A 9-member delegation composing commissioners, directors, and a consultant from the Ghanaian tax body visited URA to benchmark operations and processes in the organization. They visited URA offices and were impressed at the URA modernization programs, taxpayer education, and stakeholder engagement and the entire URA operations. Every year, URA appreciates its exemplary taxpayers with taxation awards and gives back to the community through various corporate social responsibility initiatives. This year, the Taxpayers Appreciation Week that started on the 14th of September to the 19th has included the following CSR initiatives: a blood donation drive in partnership with the Uganda Blood Transfusion Services and Uganda Red Cross Society from 14th to 20th September 2009 at the Constitutional Square. Participation in the road safety campaign by painting zebra crossings at Kitintale Primary School and Makerere College School on 15th to 16th September 2009 respectively. Facelifting the children's ward at Rubaga Hospital and provision of several items to improve the ambience of the ward, which commenced on Thursday 17th September 2009. And the donation of food items to Nachivale refugee camp in Western Uganda on the 16th of September 2009. Additionally, URA management staff has engaged in courtesy visits to selected taxpayers falling under the new taxpayer segmentation of the Medium Taxpayers Office.